Hello.
Hello.
And welcome.
Welcome. My classic welcome.
Welcome to
Sing.
Behind the Sofa, episode number 8.
8, yeah.
Eight.
8.
Come.
8.
If anyone, what is Behind the Sofa? Do you want to explain?
Well, behind the sofa or bouncing on the bed, which for the first time in 2 episodes, we're
back
on the sofa.
Back on the sofa.
Back on the sofa.
For those who haven't seen us before, Behind the Sofa is a Doctor Who vidcast where we look back on old episodes of Doctor Who.
Yes.
And talk about them.
Yes, and also do other features. And that's like we've done top scenes and which episode should you start on in Doctor Who and lots more.
So what have we got on this week's exciting Behind the Sofa?
We have a review of the 2 Doctors.
Oh, the 2 Doctors. So we'll be talking about the 2 Doctors in our first segment of the programme. And in the second segment of the programme we have...
a top 5 Third Doctor scenes.
Oh.
Episodes.
So that'd be...
The Third Doctor scenes is on my website.
So...
In the lead up to series 9. We don't know. We'll wonder if it'll be like... I don't know when we're going to release this. So if I'm saying now, I do it in the lead up to series 9, it might have had series 9 ahead by then.
Might have finished by the time we get around to editing it. But we usually tend to churn out these videos within about a week of recording them.
Yes.
So should we kick off then with the 2 Doctors?
Yes, okay.
And usually I always get everything in the wrong order, whereas you have a nice handy plan, but you normally start off with a brief synopsis of the episode.
Yes.
So, synopsis us.
So, the Time Lords send the 2nd Doctor to stop scientist Dastari's experiments, but Sontaran fleet arrives. The 6th Doctor must help his earlier self becoming an androgen from becoming. We just spotted an error on the official Doctor Who site.
Could they?
That's an official BBC Doctor Who site, and they've got it wrong. Millions of people are looking at that.
Well, I'm confused.
Why?
I'm confused. You said the 2nd Doctor, and you said the 6th Doctor. How can that be?
Multi-Doctor story.
Yeah. So give us a bit of background then as to what this story is, because it wasn't just a run-of-the-mill story, was it? It was a
multi-Doctor.
It was a multi-Doctor. Why did they have a multi-Doctor one at this point?
Because Patrick Troughton wanted to return because he had fun doing the 5 Doctors.
Was it not? You know, like the 50th, we had a multi-Doctor story. Was it not a...
I don't think so. No, I'm sure it's like the 22nd anniversary.
Oh, right, okay.
Something.
Well, I won't get it then, because I assumed it was an anniversary episode.
Or the 23rd or something.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's sort of giving away a little bit one of the standard questions we have. But first of all, we start looking around a little bit as to which Doctor, or in this instance... Doctors it is.
Yeah.
So which Doctor?
What, in the episode?
Yeah.
It's the 6th Doctor mainly, and that don't just don't forget about that 2nd Doctor played by Patrick Troughton. So you've got 6th Doctor Colin Baker, and you've got 2nd Doctor Patrick Troughton.
So there we have it. So it's actually, officially, it's a Colin Baker episode, isn't it?
Yes.
It's from his time on the show.
Yes.
Which series is it?
It is from series 23.
You have to think about
22.
Because you haven't written that down, have you?
22.
You normally write that down, and you haven't.
No, I don't.
Do you not? You just go off the top of your head?
Yeah.
Right, I thought you had it written on a bit of paper.
No. 22.
You're just a brain box then.
Yes.
So, what was that? Was that the first of the Colin Baker series?
No. Well, the first full series.
Yeah.
So you've got series 21. The last episode was Twin Dilemma.
Right.
Which I don't get it in the Fifth Doctor period. Because they have really excellent episodes like Earthshock and Case of Androzani, which could have been finals.
Mm-hmm.
But the penultimate episode, and you think, is the next one going to be better? And then following Earthshock, it's Time Flight.
Right.
Which Earthshock should definitely have been the final. And Case of Androzani definitely should have been the final rather than Twin Dilemma.
It's odd anyway, isn't it? Because if you think about it now, certainly since New Who has been out, the regenerations have always happened either at the end of the series or at the sort of Christmas special, haven't they? You've not had midway through the season or sort of
That'd be a bit
partway
weird,
through, all of a
wouldn't
sudden
it?
you get a different Doctor. And but that used to happen quite a lot in Classic Who, didn't it?
No.
Is that weird noise mean that I'm wrong again? So if you're anyone that hasn't seen Behind the Sofa before, it usually consists of me saying things and then being proven wrong during the programme.
That's 70% of the programme.
It is, yeah.
But you're a good person.
It may be stupid, but I'm a good person.
You are.
So let's talk a little bit about that then. The fact that you've got, not that I'm a stupid person or anything, or a good person.
No.
Let's talk a little bit about the relationship between the second and sixth Doctor. Do you think they work together well?
Yeah, I think so. I think once is enough though.
Yeah.
They didn't get to be with each other enough.
Actually, that is quite interesting because I guess they for quite big chunks of this story, they aren't together, are they?
No. So I think it was a bit of a wasted factor.
I mean, they're quite different, aren't they? Their portrayals.
Yeah.
And if you look over the time, I think the two Doctors, thinking of Patrick Troughton, if you wanted to put him with a Doctor with a similar sort of character to him, I think you could have had Patrick Troughton and Matt Smith together. Would actually match each other really well, wouldn't they? I mean, obviously, it'd never been possible because, alas, Patrick Troughton's no longer with us.
I know.
But their Doctors would have matched. And in a similar sort of way, you think Colin Baker's would have matched quite well with Peter Capaldi's.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think? Because they're
It
both
would have.
quite grouchy.
Yeah.
And that's what I think the interesting thing about the second and sixth Doctors going together.
Yeah.
Is that the second's fairly, oh dear,
No.
whereas Collins is a little bit more agitated, isn't it? A bit more upfront.
It's more shut uppy like the
Yes.
Peter Capaldi. Shut up! Don't you dare! Don't you dare, Colin Baker. Don't you dare.
So, if those are the Doctors, so we know which Doctors, or Doctor and Doctors we're talking about. We know which series it came from. Who in this instance is the companion?
It is... I just did that on purpose. It is Perry. It's the main one. And also, if you count it, him, then Jamie.
Jamie. And I think you do have to count. You do have to count Jamie, don't you? What do you make of these companions then? Let's start off with. Let's talk about Perry to start with. What do you think of Perry? We met her the other day, didn't we? We met Perry.
We did.
When we went
At
to
Bournemouth
Comic
Film
Con.
and Comic Con.
We went and got an autograph from
Yeah.
Nicola Bryant for one of my
Yeah.
friends who used to fancy her.
Yeah, if you're watching now, friend of Decals, then we're sorry that we said your secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went.
We're keeping you anonymous.
We are, yes. Although we probably about now we'll flash his name up there. No, we won't. We're not that cruel.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. She was really lovely, wasn't she?
She
really
was,
nice, and
yeah.
She signed a picture for us. But anyway, that's going
And
off.
so was Louise Jameson.
Louise Jameson.
But that's another story.
Yeah. But we did get her autograph, didn't we?
Oh, and a picture.
Yeah, she gave you a cuddle, didn't she, in the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
We like Louise Jameson.
We do.
My favourite companion.
Yeah.
If anyone's watched or listened to the podcast where we ran through the companion, she's top of the pile for me.
Yeah.
So Perry though.
Okay.
Perry. What do you
Perry.
think? What did you make of her? Because she's. Do you think she's a good companion? Is she one of your favourites?
She's alright.
Yeah.
She's not necessarily one of my favourites.
Mhm.
She isn't a bad companion. She's sort of one of those ones which are hard to place. Alrighty companions.
I quite like Perry. I think
She's a lot better than Mel, who is the other Sixth Doctor companion.
Yeah, I think she's the best companion from that period of time. I think because she's better than Tegan. She's better than.
What about Turlo?
Turlo's a little bit different.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But she screams a lot, doesn't she? And
She
actually,
does.
no, it's not so much she screams a lot. The screaming was more Mel, wasn't it? But she moans a lot. She's very whingy.
Yeah, moaning.
Yeah.
Winching.
Yeah. And have you noticed that? Oh, am I boring you?
No.
We noticed, didn't we, when we were watching back one of these episodes, that we were doing a count of the amount of times that when you were talking you went like this. You do that quite a lot.
Yeah, I do. If I do it, tell me off.
If I notice, I probably won't notice till we play it back. But the other thing I noticed about Perry is that whenever she's in it, they always film. They always focus the camera quite often on her lady bits.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a family friendly YouTube account, so
That's why
we don't name any of those things.
But they always do, don't they? They focus on her lady bits.
Her lady bits, yeah.
So, what about Jamie? How do you think he worked in this?
Yeah, he's a good companion, overall, and in this story.
I mean, he's on the edges of it a little bit, isn't he? He's not.
He isn't major in it.
Yeah.
It's more the Second Doctor that's major.
But it's good that out of all of the Second Doctor's companions that they brought to appear in this one, it's good that it was Jamie, because he's probably the main one, really, isn't he?
He is, because he was in it for all but one.
Yeah. Okay, does that bring us on to that bit where we talk about the best bits?
Yeah, it's a 3-part story, by the way.
A 3-part story.
So, best... We spent a long time on that companion thing.
We did, didn't we? Yeah.
Oh my god, look at the time.
Oh no, we're going to have to stop the show now. We've got no more time.
Yeah, we do.
Um,
Okay, best baddie.
the best baddie. Well, there's 2 main baddies in it.
Two
Well, I guess actually there's more than that, really, isn't there? But there's 2 that jump out for us, aren't there?
Yeah, so there's the androgons, but the main one we like is Shockeye.
Shockeye, yeah.
Dad's favourite companion.
Shockeye actually is one of my favourite. I don't know.
Not companion. He's not companion. I
no.
just realised I said that.
Shockeye is one of my favourite Doctor Who villains, and I don't know why, because he's not. He's not like a Dalek or a Cyberman or an Ice Whale or something really classic like that. He's just a guy with big eyebrows, basically. But
it's like the invisible enemy.
Yeah. But I really like Shockeye, and I mean the thing is with Shockeye is the only thing that really interests him is eating, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he just wants to sample as many different types of food as he can, but he's particularly interested in meat, And as a result of that, he wants to try human meat. What was it they called the human meat? Can you remember now? I can't think off the top of my head. Yeah. Anyway, what he really wants is a nice big slice of human pie.
Aww.
And with that, he wants a tasty peri pie. That's the name.
Peri pie.
A peri pie.
Release that clip for, they do on Doctor Who official YouTube channel. They do Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
Our Throwback Thursday would be the Tasty scene.
Tasty, yeah.
Yeah.
So where am I going with this? Yeah. So that was Shockeye is one of our favourite villains for this, but they're sort of the main villains, aren't they? The Angegans. But then at the same point as well, they're working with
the Sontarans.
Yeah, or a Sontaran, effectively.
Oh, there's two.
Yeah, but it's mainly the one, isn't it?
I like that bit when the like the green blood on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a classic Two Doctors moment.
The other thing I love about the old Sontarans, this is why I prefer the old Sontarans than the new ones, because obviously the new ones look a lot more plush, but the old ones had that sort of plastic mouth bit and their tongue used to go like when they were talking, and I really like that. What's the name of the Sontaran in this one?
Stike,
yeah.
and Val.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you prefer, the two then? So it's a bit of a cop out really when I say best baddie and you come up with two. Who's your favourite? I think.
Shockeye.
Yeah, Shockeye Supporters Club. That's what we are.
Shockeye.
The Shockeye Supporters Club.
If you want to join the Shockeye Supporters Club, then comment below.
And all you need to do to become part of that team is just grow big bushy eyebrows and eat lots.
Next week next time, as I should say, on Behind the Sofa, we'll have big eyebrows.
Quite big eyebrows now. Yeah, but not quite Shockeye.
Not quite like.
Yeah. So, best supporting cast. Are we going to do that one first?
Yeah, you always get it in the wrong order.
I do, don't I? Yeah.
Best part.
Best part. It's got to be part 2.
Yes.
I would think.
Yes.
Part 1's good because it gives a good. Well, actually, I mean they're quite long episodes, aren't they? For Classic Who, they were 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So rather than the usual 20 minutes, which I think was that was the case with the whole of that series. Wasn't
it was.
Yeah, but just that series, is it?
Just that series, yeah.
Yeah. So effectively, each episode was twice as long as what your normal Doctor Who classic episode was. So it's actually, whilst it's a 3-parter, in effect, it's a 6-parter.
When they broadcast it on Horror Channel, it's a 6-parter.
Yeah. So, the best part is part 2, or if you're watching it on the Horror Channel, parts 3 and 4.
Or which part would you say?
Part 4.
Okay, they were split into 2.
Yeah. And if you're watching it in America and you get lots of adverts and things, it could be part 70.
Yeah.
So, that's the best part. Best supporting cast. Am I allowed to go on to that one yet, or was I meant to go on to the other bit first?
No, you're not meant to go on to the other bit.
Okay.
You're meant to go on to this one.
Okay.
That you went on to. Patrick Troughton.
Yeah. Now we debated long and hard, didn't we, as to whether or not Patrick Troughton was actually...
We didn't debate long and hard. We only debated for 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's long and hard when it comes to debating with me. Normally I give up after about 30 seconds. Oh, okay, you win. But because it's not actually his series, we've decided Patrick Troughton is the best supporting cast. Although there's also that really great wimpy guy, whose name I've forgotten. Oscar, yeah. Who's he's sort of chatting that girl up all the time, isn't he? A woman, I've forgotten her name as well.
Anita.
So you've got far better memory than me.
I do.
So they're nearly there, aren't they? There's a lot of people in this one actually.
There are.
Okay. Best bit.
It's a bit of a romp, by the way, this adventure. It's a fun romp.
It is a fun one.
Best bit, the pretty bit.
Yeah. It's got to be. I think we both agreed on that, aren't we?
And also the other scene is the Shockeye and Shockeye Doctor go on a meal.
Mm. So just sort of clarify them, there's one bit where Shockeye, on his quest for food and wanting to sample what human tastes like, is chasing Perry around, and the end scene from part 2 is basically him going like this. Oh, right.
I'll be Perry.
Okay, you get.
Okay.
Right, you got to get. And then it focuses in, and you're out of shot now. You're out of shot then. She just comes in. Pretty, like that, or something along those lines. Phew. God, it's just like the real thing, wasn't it?
It was,
Anyone
yeah.
that's actually watching that back will think they're actually watching the episode.
They will.
Whereas the other bit is later on, isn't it? Probably
Part 3.
Part 3.
Or parts 5 and 6.
Where the second Doctor actually gets turned into an androgen.
Yes.
And basically, Patrick Troughton's eyebrows get really big as well. And him and Shockeye go off on a search for food and basically get this really big bill, don't they? Really big bill.
Yeah,
after
it is such a cheesy episode.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But it's fun.
It is fun. So, what do we usually look at there? I mean, I think we've summed up each of these bits, haven't
Okay,
we?
so Dawn placed it as low as 138
So,
out of.
Dorm is the Doctor Who...
I'm testing you on this one. Out of.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
241.
Yeah, 241. So actually, it's
The amount of times we've looked at that.
yeah, I can remember, can I? So that's the Doctor Who magazine,
Yes.
isn't it? So that's where their ratings were, and
What
that's
about
based on readers, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
What about our
Our rating. Well,
our ratings?
I think you'll find that we both really enjoyed this one. So if we get down here to
Ow!
down on that, you should be able to see the chart. Well, actually, it's going to be where are we? Which way is it? That way. It's going to be about there. Although it's getting quite big now. So it's actually.
No!
careful.
My head!
Careful.
I've got a headache.
You'll see that we've actually both rated it. Have you quite finished?
Sorry.
We've both rated it a very, very high number 2.
Above Dalek.
Mm.
And most fans won't believe that.
No.
No.
So, why do you think it rates as high as it does?
I don't know, actually.
It's funny, isn't it? Actually, if you were to sort of say, "Oh, the Two Doctors is the second best episode," I think probably most of the Who fandom would laugh you out of the building, wouldn't they? And it's not our second favourite ones, is it? It's our second favourite of these ones that we've watched
Out of 8.
on Behind the Sofa.
Out of 8.
And probably still people would laugh us out of the building, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But there's something just really... There's a few really good things about it. I'll go first and say what I like. Yeah? And then you follow up and say what you really like about it. Firstly, it's multi-Doctor stories are always fun.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
And a multi-Doctor story with Patrick Troughton in is great because we love Patrick Troughton. The villain is fun.
No.
Yeah, you go and get up now if you like. Yeah, the chart can go now. Go, leave us, chart.
Go! Get away from us, you idiot.
Okay. All right. The other thing we like about it is what you were saying earlier on. Is it's a really funny, entertaining episode.
That was what I was gonna say. You stole my line.
Okay. What do you like about it?
No comment.
Where do you think? Do you think it's one of the best Sixth Doctor episodes?
One of the best. Not the best,
Yeah.
but one of the best.
Okay.
Trial of a Time Lord is better.
But yeah, so Colin will be very pleased because Colin Baker we were reading, weren't we, the other day about where he was We felt sorry for him because he thinks people
No.
don't like him so much as the other doctors. Whereas at the moment he's second in the charts in our list. How about that, Colin?
Have we watched any more on out of the 8 Colin Baker ones?
I think
8 episodes.
I don't think we have we yet?
No, or did we?
Hmm.
I mean, like, yeah, we have watched more.
Yeah.
We have watched 3 or 4 on the randomizer.
Yeah, because what you got to remember with this show is we're talking back about episodes that come up in the randomizer. Now, anyone that's ever listened to our podcast before will know that the randomizer is a big spreadsheet full of every episode of Who ever, all 241 of them, plus Series 8.
Plus Series 8, but they're not on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 253.
Yeah. So, and then it randomly picks one
4.
for us to watch. But we talk about it first of all on the podcast. Then quite a few weeks later, we then put together this vidcast behind the sofa where we talk about things in a bit more detail. So we're comfortable with that. Second place. We don't care if anyone agrees with us. Just as I didn't care that Dalek was really low in my list.
Yeah, just shut up. We don't
care.
We don't care where it
our
is.
views. If you don't agree with our views, you can write below and debate it with us.
And just after that,
But be polite.
yeah, be polite. We're not telling you to shut up or anything. Oh wait, if you rewind that, then it would be the opposite of what we were saying.
But so I think probably once we've got to all 200 and how many did you say?
This review's been 26 minutes.
Crumbs. If you were to go back and actually look at if we once we've got to the end of our 250 whatever it was
4.
254 episodes
3,
stories
4.
254
Yeah.
stories, the chances are this won't be anywhere near the top, I wouldn't think.
No, it would be. Do you think it's nearer overall? Do you think it's nearer than the bottom than the top? Nearer the bottom than the top, or do you think it's higher?
I don't know. I like it more than you, I think.
I do.
Yeah.
No, I do like it less than you.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, can I tell people where we are at the moment?
Mm-hmm.
Where it is?
Yeah.
On mine, at the moment where we are, is 15th.
And how many have we watched in total?
32.
32.
And 33's coming up, so it soon will be 16th.
That's not that you've only watched that many, because you've watched.
By the time we get to series 9, it will be 17th, because we stopped the randomizer at series 9. That doesn't mean we stop behind the sofa.
But when we talk about this, that doesn't mean that's the total number of Who episodes you've watched, have you?
No, I've watched hundreds of
Because
them.
you've watched pretty much all of them, haven't you? There's only a
Yeah.
handful you haven't seen. It's just since we started the randomizer and started rewatching them.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're probably waffling on
And
now.
you've seen a lot of them, haven't you?
A lot of them, yeah. But a lot of them when I was only about that big.
Yeah.
Have we waffled enough about the two doctors?
You were a baby then.
I was.
Or
Yeah.
smaller.
Yeah. No, I was just a small adult. And then I grew.
How were you that small when you were an adult? You were like the doctor when he was that old man thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't be sat next to me if I was.
Oh yeah.
Have we talked enough about the two doctors?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's do something funny and fuzzy with the screen, and then you've got to do that with your hands because we haven't got the technology. And then we can go on to our second section. So, welcome back. Welcome back to Behind the Sofa second section.
Part 2.
What's part 2?
Our top 5 Third Doctor episodes.
Okay.
The first Doctor episodes that hasn't been on the bed.
Oh, it is. Yep. So, the Third Doctor, John
Yes.
Pertwee.
John Pertwee.
What's your general comments on John Pertwee's Doctor?
John Pertwee, great Doctor.
Do you know?
What?
Can I just say something?
Yeah, of course you can.
Sorry, I was realising I talked a lot more.
No, it's
The
alright.
we've been watching on the randomizer Inferno at the moment.
Yes, we
And-
have been watching Inferno. It's a great one.
And do you know, it made me realise quite what a good Doctor John Pertwee was.
Yeah, but you're putting him so low, aren't you? I've put him a lot higher than you have. Haven't I?
Yeah, it's because whilst he comes
He
over
may
well
even
in the
be
clips,
better than Patrick Troughton. I don't
Ooh.
know. Or at the same point.
No, I think I still prefer Patrick. But I really have enjoyed John Pertwee in Inferno.
Yeah.
Probably the most out of all of the episodes we've seen of his. Anyway, shall we, as we've talked so much in the review, we probably ought to run through this a little bit quicker than we sometimes
Yes.
do. If we were going to recommend 5 episodes of John Pertwee's era to the viewers of Behind the Sofa, what would we recommend?
Well, 5th. The Green Death.
The Green Death. Tell us a little bit about the Green Death.
So, The Green Death, Joe's last story.
Okay.
So the Doctor and Joe arrive at Global Chemicals. Well, Joe and the Brigadier, actually. The Doctor's gone off to Metabelius 3 to recover the crystal
Okay.
that he wants to find. When he meanwhile, Joe and the Brigadier encounter a man called Clifford Jones, who's like an environmentalist
Okay.
against the project. They've been pumping out loads of things, and when the Doctor and Joe are trapped in the sewers below, they find these massive maggots.
Ooh.
They've been pumping pollution there, and that's why Clifford Jones wants to stop them, and his other campaignists. But they find out that it's not global chemicals are controlled by something else, something called Boss.
Interesting. And obviously a good one. I probably have seen Green Death when I was younger, but I can't remember it. So it's not come up on the randomizer yet, has it? So it's very much your
No.
pick, this one.
Yes.
What about number 4?
Planet of the Spiders.
Okay. Presumably that's got big spiders in it.
It has, yes.
Are they big?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are they bigger than the Kill the Moon spiders?
Yes.
Okay.
So should I give a round up?
Yeah, give a quick round.
Okay, so the Doctor, Sarah Jane and Mike Yates go to a Buddhist place, and they find these people are worshipping the spiders, and they're doing their thing. What's it called?
Buddhism.
Buddhism
Buddhism's a
thing.
praying.
Praying thing. I can't remember what it's called now. And a spider is sent through the portal.
Okay.
And when Sarah Jane goes to the portal a few episodes later, and skipped out a lot, she arrives at Metabelius 3, and the Doctor goes to find her after a massive vehicle chase. There's the great episode 2, which all of the episode is filled up with a vehicle chase, where they're like travelling in hovercrafts and cars and boats, and it's a great It's a great episode.
Did you not mention Metabelius
3.
earlier on as well?
Yes, yes.
So is it the same Metabelius
Yes.
3?
And this is the last Third Doctor story,
Okay.
so it has to be remembered for that. Third, Spearhead from Space, which is the first Third Doctor story.
So from last to first.
Yes.
So this, if I'm right,
Yes.
with my limited amount of Who knowledge,
Yes.
actually I'm quite clever.
You are. You're not as stupid as you say you are.
No. Or as stupid as I look.
You not look stupid. You look beautiful. You're one of God's You're one of God's only good creations.
Spearhead from Space was the episode that first brought us the Autons.
Yes.
Classic Who villains.
I know.
And some great clips from that, isn't there? The bits when they're first coming to life.
Oh yeah, that is an amazing clip.
Yeah.
Great episode.
So what do you want to say about Spearhead from Space?
Good episode. Amazing. Recommended watch.
That's what you want to say, is it? It's got the Autons in it. You won't give any synopsis. So I think I think that means it means it's a good episode.
Yes.
I'm sure I have seen it. I've seen clips from Spearhead from Space. It's not in. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to shut up.
Okay.
What's number 2?
The Diamonds, which is
The Diamonds.
John Pertwee actually said this is the best we've ever done, and it's near the best.
Yeah.
But
In fact, you were pondering over this one and the next one,
Yes.
weren't you, as to which one you like best.
I know.
Tell us a bit about the Diamonds.
I can't remember much about this story because it was ages ago since I watched it. It's last year sometime.
But it's got
That
some
isn't too
diamonds
long
in
ago. But something about Devil's End.
it. Yeah.
Doctor and Joe go there with Unit. Strange happenings are going on. The Master's awakening the last of the diamonds, Azal, and strange things are going on at the village,
Ooh.
including one of those, I can't remember what they're called, but there's like loads of people ganging up on the Doctor and Bok as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things with John Pertwee's period as the
Yeah.
Doctor, isn't it? There was a lot of Master
Yeah,
episodes.
and Unit.
and Unit, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, is he still based on Earth in this?
Yes.
So he's still stuck. Because for a long time,
Until the 3 Doctors.
right. So he basically, at the end of the Patrick Troughton era, when he regenerates into John Pertwee, he's banished to Earth, isn't he?
Mm.
So for quite a few of the episodes are Earth and Unit based.
Yes.
So if the Diamonds was at number 2, what is the winner this week of our John Pertwee top 5?
Drum roll, please. Inferno.
Inferno.
We're watching this at the moment, aren't
We are.
we?
And
We're
we're
5
loving it.
parts in.
We're loving it.
5 parts in, we're like, oh, I've watched this before, a few times.
Yeah.
And I am loving it again.
I haven't seen, because you've seen all the John Pertwee episodes, stories bar 1, haven't you?
Yes.
Which
Time
one is it?
Monster.
You've not seen Time Monster. I have seen more than I can remember, but this is the best one that I've seen.
Yeah.
So I would agree with you. I've actually, looking through that list, this is the only one of those top 5 I've seen that I can remember.
But you've got a different top.
But-
Only one. Are any of those in the top 5 for you?
No, because I've only seen Inferno.
But Inferno isn't in the list for you.
But
It
it's not.
wasn't
So
in
my
your list
top.
because the reason is it hasn't been. Yeah.
Because we've only just started.
What was the
watching
top of your list? Then?
I can't remember.
I can.
Was it Terror of the Autons?
No, it's Colony in Space.
Colony in Space. Colony in Space. I love Colony in Space.
You prefer Inferno, don't you?
I do prefer Inferno, but
But you haven't watched it fully yet.
yeah, but I really love Colony in Space. It's one of my favourites. But we'll talk about that in a few weeks probably,
Yeah.
won't we? Because that was one that we watched in the randomizer. I also love Terror of the Autons as well, and that's not in your chart. But what it shows is that actually this is a really strong era.
Yes, it does.
So
So,
dig out your Pertwee.
But I think that's the end because we really need to move on to the podcast. That was about 40 minutes, this Behind the Sofa.
Crumbs. We better shut up then, haven't we? What do we have on next week's or next time's Behind the Sofa?
We have the Lodger.
The Lodger. So that'll be our randomizer pick.
We also have our top 5 fourth Doctor sings.
The best Doctor, my
Maybe.
Doctor.
Maybe.
So join us behind the sofa or on the sofa or bouncing on the bed or whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
In a few weeks' time.
Goodbye!